Welcome to the Glorpcast.
Welcome.
Welcome.
We're back.
Welcome.
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 Yes.
I would say it the other way around,
But it's too early.
it's too early in the video.
Yeah.
That'll be it for our OnlyFans.
Hey, got him.
How's it going in Marble Glurp world?
Pretty good. It's gone pretty good. How are you doing, Mr. Flop?
Honestly, I have been
That's crazy. I don't think you can say that.
Can you censor that?
I can.
Editor.
I think.
Can you censor that? Chat. Ignore that. I didn't say that.
Mods, that wasn't real.
I have been vibrating a lot.
That's cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Yes, they're little tremors. They just happen every now and then.
Have you been consuming caffeine?
Them. No.
So you just do that?
Happens when often when I see like bright flashing lights.
So that must be like related to the.
Yeah, it is. It is
crazy.
I looked it up and Google said it was, not Google. Chat GPT said it was Parkinson's, and so I really don't like that. So I'm thinking, what if we make Glorp GPT?
I like that idea.
It's like AI, except it's not actually AI. It's us on the other end, and we're just answering people's questions.
I think that sounds fun. Honestly, I'd do it.
Yeah, like if someone's like, write me a shopping list for if I'm trying to lose weight and I like broccoli or something, and we'll say 17 pounds of globules
and cauliflower.
And cauliflower, and that's it.
Yep, nothing more. You don't need more than that.
Whoopsie.
Remember
that?
I do remember that. One hard.
Yeah. That's a joke that our listeners won't get.
No, the same with Skippity Butthole Fork, but you know.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
That actually reminds me. So I was infiltrating humankind recently.
Yeah.
And I went to a Buffalo Wild Wings because they were doing buy one get one free wing night, right?
Right.
And one of the waitresses was this blonde woman, and so as she was walking by, I stopped her, and I was like, "Excuse me, are you the Hawk-Tuah girl?"
Crazy.
And she kind of just looked at me with like a blank stare, and she said, "No, I am not." And I could tell she was kind of annoyed by that, and so I was like, "Well, can you say it? Can you say it just once?" And she said no, and then she left. So
Crazy.
I think she hated me.
You met the Hawk-Tuah girl.
I met the Hawk-Tuah girl.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
That's exactly what that means.
Have you ever met any celebrities?
No.
Other than Will Smith?
No, just Will Smith.
I actually heard that Will Smith, he's releasing new music. I didn't know he was a musician, too.
I mean, makes sense, though. Is it any good?
I saw the song. It's not bad. I figured it would be bad, but it was him talking about how he likes pretty girls. I think it's the name of the song, Pretty Girls.
That's crazy. I mean, he made Wild Wild West, so it's like...
Oh, Wild Wild West was so good.
Right?
Mm-hmm. I like the big robot spider at the end.
It went hard.
Spoilers for Wild
Spoilers,
Wild
yeah.
West. Sorry. It really is peaks like human cinema. They should They should make more of them.
Right?
I read the book, the novelization. Is boring.
Honestly, that went hard. Demolition Man went really hard. Like the Sylvester Stallone movie.
Demolition. I've never seen that one.
That's a good one. It's the one where
Is that the one
he's
about
a
like
cop
the
and he gets sent to the future.
Oh,
like-
that's definitely not what I was thinking.
It's great. It's the one with the 3 seashells. That's where that came from.
3 seashells?
Yeah.
What do you mean 3 seashells?
Exactly.
Seashells on the seashore.
The 3 seashells in the
seashells.
bathroom. That's where that came from.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's in like every white woman's bathroom?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Do you think Sylvester Stallone is an alien?
Probably. I mean, close enough.
Yeah.
He pretended to be from Oklahoma in like that one show.
Yeah, no one would like voluntarily be from Oklahoma.
Right? Wouldn't catch the Glorpcast in Oklahoma.
Which is why that's where we're actually recording this today.
Yep.
We landed our ship in a parking lot in Oklahoma.
Yep. Ponca City.
Mm-hmm.
If you're from Ponca
What
City,
parking lot?
Oklahoma, let us know.
Yesterday we went and we saw there was a statue of a dude sitting. That was neat, I
Yeah.
guess. There was a mansion. There's a lake. We also went to hold on. I'm trying to recount. We went to the Equity Bank as well. And Ponca City.
Yep.
That was fun. Doodle Academy.
It's pretty crazy.
And maybe the highlight of our trip was Ponkin Theater.
Yeah, definitely.
That one honestly doesn't sound real.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like something you would make up, like, just to say you were there or something.
Behind Ponkin Theater is Sharp's Indian Store and Pawn.
I sold a pocket knife
How
there.
interesting. You sold a pocket knife? Where'd you get a pocket knife? You're an alien. We don't use knives.
No, we don't. I picked it up on the ground in a parking lot. It's a good thing we don't have fingerprints.
You don't have fingerprints? I have fingerprints.
You have fingerprints?
That's
I don't
not
have
fair.
fingerprints. I have too many
Yes.
arms. That's the thing. It's like too much
How does
data
Will
or
Smith
something.
ID you? Like when
You.
the government...
I'm the one and
captures you.
only.
Oh.
Yeah. I do have toe prints, though.
You have toe prints?
Yeah, no fingerprints,
Oh.
though. So if I pick something
That
up,
makes
you won't know,
sense.
but, like, if I step on you, you will.
Honestly, ooh. Can you say that again?
Yeah, if I step on you, you'll feel it.
Ooh. One more time, a little slower.
If I step on you,
With like
you'll
some
feel
syrup? With some syrup
it.
on
With
there?
some syrup on there. Yeah.
I honestly thought you'd have... I've never seen the bottom of your feet. I figured you'd have paws.
Nah,
like paw
dude.
prints.
Yeah.
Do you even have toes?
I think so. Do I have toes?
It's your body.
I mean, yeah, I do. They're just kind of hidden, you know.
Hidden. Okay.
They
People
extend.
normally do that.
They extend.
Are
when I
they
need balance. Yeah,
retractable?
they are retractable.
Like a cat's claws?
Yeah.
That feels weird.
It is kind of weird.
That
I'm
feels a
not
little
gonna lie.
weird.
But like, you know.
I guess, yeah. But like,
yeah.
I noticed you've got a drink. You mind telling the crowd what you have?
Espresso. I made it myself.
What is espresso?
Concentrated coffee.
What is coffee?
It's
I've never heard of that one.
It comes from a bean, and it's like you roast you dry out the beans, you roast them, you grind them up, and you add water, and it makes this like almost like a tea that gives you
Yeah, I was gonna
stupid
say,
amounts of energy.
That sounds like a tea. It gives you energy?
Yeah.
Why don't we use that to power our ships? Or something? Why don't humans use it to power their ships?
They use it to power themselves. Not that kind of energy, though.
That's less helpful.
It is significantly less helpful.
That is interesting. Why haven't humans made a device that can take whatever chemical in there that gives them energy and just converts it to actual energy?
I think that would turn into a hamster wheel, just for people. But that's how they used to build castles.
Human
They'd have
wheels.
people in their cranes spinning wheels, like walking on
Really?
basically a treadmill to raise and lower pulley stuff. Yeah.
Was it fun?
I don't know. I
Or-
wasn't there.
I figured you would be there.
No.
You seem to talk about it a lot. But
I do. It's a special interest of mine, but I was never actually there for that part. I was in a different part of the world. And that was if I was on Earth. Usually I was not on Earth at that point. So, you know.
Earth is and has always been kind of boring.
Yeah. It's like a national park. They need like
Oh, right.
they need a Hooters there, like a very large Hooters, you know. And just mow down all the buildings, put a Hooters.
Mm-hmm.
That and a Bass Pro Shop.
Well, Hooters is going out of business.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no one's going there anymore. Which
I
is
mean-
why we need a femboy.
Yeah.
Femboy Hooters. I think people would unironically go to that. Like, that would be an attraction. It would just get the opposite type of people that it had before.
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like there is a niche for that.
And it's a big niche.
Yeah.
I've seen people go to Japan just for their femboy cafes.
Yeah, I mean, crazy.
I mean, yeah, I've seen the people. Just that. I don't know anyone.
Yeah, no.
Unless, are you?
No, I'm not one, no.
Is that why you went? You can be honest.
No, 100%. I was there for the onsens. I like looking at
The
naked
baths?
dudes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So much better in person.
And that is some advice. If anyone wants to see naked dudes, go to
an onsen.
go to a place with public baths.
Yeah. Goes pretty hard.
Yep.
Just don't want to
But don't go like. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, they might think it's a little
Yeah.
sus. What the Sigma?
What's your opinion on lockout tagout procedures?
On what?
Lockout tagout procedures, you know, before you do maintenance
What
on machinery, you put a lock on there so that they can't start the machines up.
I've never even thought about that in my entire life.
You should start thinking
In
about
my
it. It's
600
very useful.
Is it?
Yeah.
When am I going to need to do a lockout, whatever maneuver?
You're telling me you've never done maintenance on the ship?
I've never done. No,
That's crazy.
I just kind of like if I leave the problem alone, it just solves itself.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't noticed that when I'm outside fixing one of the like thrusters on the ship, there's a big lock on the ignition. You haven't noticed that?
No.
With the big
No.
tag on it that says "Do
Well,
not operate."
I just figured the ignition would stopped working, and so I would just kind of try again later. Sometimes I turn it off and on again.
Makes sense. I mean, yeah. Useful in my
I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, why can't you just start the
engine while I'm out there working on it? Yeah.
Yeah. Just to make sure that it works and you see it working.
Specifically while I'm inside of it.
You know, this reminds me. Do you think our ship has consciousness?
I think it does, because it told me to quote, stop plugging in USB devices into the dashboard. So
This sounds so familiar. Are you still doing that?
yeah.
What USB devices do you even plug in?
A mouse and keyboard.
For what? You do not use keyboard and mouse controls on our ship.
I do if we're getting attacked. Like,
there's a steering wheel. It's got everything you need, and it's comfy.
I wish someone had pointed that out before I had...
It's right there. It is right there. In fact, the steering wheel is also USB plugged in.
So, on a similarly related note, did you know you could drive the ship with W, A, S, and D?
Well, apparently, I guess I do now.
Crazy how that works.
I don't think you're supposed to.
Oh, you know, no, definitely aren't supposed to.
What else have you been plugging in? I saw you charging your jewel. You don't even use it. Why are you charging a jewel?
I use it to lure humans into the ship. Works better than you'd think it would.
That's kind of funny.
It is
actually,
really funny.
Yeah. I would imagine you leave like a trail of smoke.
They're like,
or,
oh,
like,
let me get a hit, bro. Let me get a hit, bro. Like, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Ignore my 6 arms and come into this weird fucking egg-shaped ship.
I saw a 4chan post the other day. It was this woman. She had 2 buses, and or it was a double bus, you know, and
Yeah.
she buried it underground, except for like one entrance. And she would go to the bar and drug someone, and put them in the ship, and she'd dress as an alien, and she would like do stuff to them, and then she would drug them again, and then like put them up in a Denny's parking lot.
Glad to see women entering male-dominated fields.
I know. Normally that's just an us thing.
Right. I mean, that's, yeah. At least they're representing us accurately. That's the most important thing. We definitely do leave people in IHOP parking lots, not Denny's. Denny's is too sacred for that, but, you know.
Oh yeah.
The procedure is still the same.
Denny's. I think the last time I was in a Denny's parking lot, it was like something big happened. Something big and something bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did it involve
Although
syrup
I can't
and
discuss
goth
the
women?
details. Not necessarily. It did involve syrup and under the table, but it was a paw job.
That's crazy. I didn't know you were into that.
What can I say? Don't knock it till you try it, friend.
That's valid advice, actually.
You know, I've been thinking recently, if I need money, if I really need money,
Yeah.
could I, like, sell underwear? Like, let's say I buy women's underwear, right?
Right.
And I put it on, and I go to the gym or something, get sweaty, and then I sell that, acting as if I am a woman.
I mean, there are people into that, so...
Do you think that would like would that be wrong? Would that be wrong? Or like if I were to shave my leg, right? Because everyone knows aliens are hairy.
Right.
Fun fact: I am not like my skin's not green. My skin is orange. I just have green fur.
Yeah. I didn't know you were orange. I'm like purple. So we're opposite colors. That's crazy.
Is orange and purple opposite? Oh, cause Splatoon.
I mean, yeah, that too. But like, yeah. I mean, maybe one
Well,
of
that's
these
how I
days
know all
we'll,
my color pairings.
Yeah. Wait,
Well,
really?
what?
I didn't know that.
What?
So
You
you're
didn't know
saying
that?
white and red are opposites?
What do you mean white and red are opposites?
That was the Splatfest. It was ketchup and mayonnaise, and everyone went
No,
mayonnaise.
no. The main games. The main games.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like orange,
'Cause,
purple. There's like a neon yellow and a blue.
Yeah, because I know orange and purple are opposites. Red and green are opposites. That's assuming you're using the standard, like, colors. You know.
Aren't they different though if there's light?
Yeah,
there's
actually,
a
that's
different
something because
lights.
you've got the red, blue, and yellow as primary colors for like certain things, and then you've got like I think it's cyan, yellow, and magenta is like actual primary colors for painting. So for light, I believe it's the well, and then you've also got red, green, and blue as ones for light. With paint, if you mix all of them together, you get like an ugly brown. With light, if you mix all of them together, you get white.
Oh.
Yeah, crazy
Huh.
how that works.
Yeah, that's too many for me personally. I think I'll just stick with red, yellow, and blue
Yeah.
with brown in the middle, like a nice it's not a nice brown, no.
But yeah, you actually
It's like a really yucky brown.
in terms of paint, you can't make cyan, magenta, or yellow through mixing colors, but you can make red, blue, or red and blue and green and all of that through mixing colors. It's really crazy.
You can't make cyan. I think I could make
You
cyan.
think you're
I
built
get a
different?
blue paint. Right? And then just white, right?
But it's not quite
Little bit of
the-
yellow.
It's not quite the same though. It's not
Is
true
it not
cyan.
a perfect cyan? Oh, what
That's
is
what I'm saying.
true
Like
cyan?
a perfect cyan, you can't create it through paint, but you can create a perfect blue with cyan and the other three or the other two. I mean,
Oh, what is this? Oh, ew. I went to Google true cyan and it pulled up an AI mode.
what?
What is that? There's a whole AI mode on Google.
I
Like
didn't
it's
know
another
that.
tab.
That's got to be new.
I'm not. Wait.
This is what we
This
get for
optical
using
illusion
human
lets
tech.
you see true cyan. True cyan. So if I stare at this dot, I'll see true cyan.
Oh, that's
right?
crazy.
Is that what this says?
I have no idea. Maybe.
How long do I have to stare?
I don't know. Until you
You're
see
the
true
expert.
cyan. Look.
Well, what if I see true cyan when I look away? Because right now I just see this red.
You might see it when you look away or when it turns like yeah. I think it's if you look away, you see it.
How long do I look?
I don't
When
know.
do I stop?
I don't
I
know.
need you to tell me when to stop.
I don't know.
Do I have to close my eyes or what?
I does it not give you instructions or does it just
No, I just see a bunch of circles.
what?
There's just circles.
Maybe
all I
you
see
have to
is circles.
stare at them until they merge into one.
It's all circles. No, it's one big circle, but there's like a little circle in it. That's what I mean. It's all circle.
Are you even able to see that many colors?
Yes, I have big eyes. Big. Everyone knows bigger eye mean more
You mean
color.
more color? I don't know.
Oh, whoa! That's really cool.
Did it
That's
work?
actually like it's a really vivid cyan.
That's crazy.
Huh. Okay. I see what you mean. I can't make that out of paint.
Right.
That's because it's not real. It's a fictional color.
It's
You
fake.
made it up. It's a fake color.
That's right. I'm the inventor of cyan. I created that.
The iconic.
Yep.
Want to give me a Denny's paw job?
Oh, definitely.